If I win $1 million shot and people don't give me my money, dog, listen. Hey.
This guy right here, this is Don Calhoun. He's a big Bulls fan, and he's about to do something that will change his entire life.
So he thought. There's nothing they could tell me. Y'all told me $1 million. I'm going to need that. I'm going to need that.
$1 million bucks?
Listen, I'm collecting admission on tickets until y'all get me my money, bruh.
That young man being hugged has just won $1 million here at Chicago Stadium.
Don just hit a shot from 80 feet out, a 3/4 court shot.
Crazy.
His prize for nailing this absolute bomb?
Nothing.
$1 million.
Okay.
He can't believe it. Fans erupt. Don joins the Bulls as they celebrate his victory. Michael Jordan throws his...
Bro, Snipe told me a story. He was at I'm not going to say the artist, but the artist, they was like, hey, yo, they had a sign up to like pay for my tuition. The artist was like, I'm gonna do that. He was like, man, we was waiting after the show and everything.
Arm around Don and congratulates him. Good shot, kid. Don had just done the impossible. And with the game ball in one hand, $1 million check in the other, Don Calhoun did it. He was set.
Right.
Except he wasn't. Due to a technicality in the rules of this contest.
A technicality? Y'all let me shoot the shot. Let's relax.
The insurance company that was required to make the payoff claimed they simply didn't have to pay the man. Don hit $1 million shot for absolutely nothing.
No. That's between y'all. However I get my money, that's on you. Y'all got to give me the money. I didn't sign up with the insurance company. Okay? I signed up with the NBA. They said they was going to pay me $1 million. They got to give me that, and y'all can go get y'all $1 million from the insurance company later. But that's on y'all. My life would never be the same after that.
Today's video is sponsored.
Hey, shout out SeatGeek. You know what I'm saying? Link in the description.
Geek app in the description. With $1 million on the line, do you think you could sink a three-pointer?
A three-pointer? I think I feel pretty confident.
Pretty incredible consolation for one simple shot, but no one in their right mind would ever offer such a prize for making a single three-pointer. Except they did. Back in the 90s, during NBA All-Star Weekend, the league and a sponsoring company such as Foot Locker, American Express, Sony would host a contest for fans, the NBA's $1 million shot. It was one of the most anticipated side events of the entire weekend, and out of the millions of fans who entered to win a shot, only one would be chosen to take it. Get selected, make a three-pointer, win $1 million. An opportunity of a lifetime for 4 lucky contestants.
They made a whole bunch of content out of it though. Hey, look, we going city to city.
Contestants that were selected over the 4 years that the NBA hosted the contest.
Crazy.
And to aid them in their quest for $1 million shot, each contestant was joined by a former or active NBA player to give them pointers and advice. In 1996, among the 6 million entries, 17-year-old Demetrius Houston was selected to take the $1 million shot.
They better have gave him
George
his money.
Gervin by his side and 17,000 fans looking on, Demetrius lines up his shot. And with $1 million on the line, he clanks it off the backboard.
Okay.
Gervin tells the kid not to worry about it, but I'm sure he did. In 1997, a man named Jim Valente was selected.
Hey, they was hyping him up. I thought he was about to make it.
To take the $1 million shot. His host and mentor for the event, NBA legend Oscar Robertson, a man who literally never made a three-pointer in his entire NBA career.
Wow.
But Jim was focused. It was his wife's birthday, and what better birthday gift than $1 million check?
True.
So Jim steps up to
There's no way Jim's about to make this.
the line. He's ready. The ways in which he'll spend the $1 million already racing through his mind. I'll get that Corvette I've always wanted. I'd sure look good in a Rolex. We could really use a new deck out back. Maybe I'll get a boat.
Clanky.
Or maybe you'll get nothing. After the shot, Craig Sager asks Jim about his experience. $1 million. Gone. What went wrong, Jim? Give us some
Bro, I missed the shot. What you mean, what went wrong? I shot, I missed. That's it.
insight.
How did you feel at the time? What went wrong? I think I just pushed it a little to the right.
Okay, good sport. Good sport.
In 1998, a contestant named
Nah, he looked like he about to win. He got a Sony shirt on and everything.
Sol Holkman was selected to take the shot. And for the first time in the contest history, a contestant actually hit the rim. Another year, another $1 million miss. But of all these $1 million shot events, none managed to top the one that started it all in 1995.
Okay.
The contestant that was chosen, 16-year-old Mike Hoban. For weeks leading up to the contest, Mike spent 2 hours a day, every day, shooting three.
That boy said, I'm going to make this shot, boy. I'm in the gym, okay, shooting.
Pointers. Accompanied by all-star Dan Marley, Mike was locked in, going through the most meticulous shooting.
How much would, if you could win $1 million over a shot, how much money would you spend to get $1 million? That's a really good question.
Routine you'll ever see in your life. Mike prepares his shot by, quote, becoming one with the basket. At this point, I wouldn't be surprised if he pulled a microscope out and studied the hoop to better his odds. Now he's taking phantom shots. His routine is becoming more unhinged.
He's not going to make it. They're hyping him up too much. He missed.
By the second. But it worked.
He hit the backboard and the rim.
For him. Friends and family look on, watching him live on TV, ready to witness history unfold. Mike is ready. He lines up the shot. He shoots.
Air balls. Okay, that is the first air ball. I knew they was hyping him up too much, though.
And misses the rim by 2 feet. An air ball. The poor kid is devastated. Friends and family are stunned. All the while, the commentator of the event doing his best to help, but instead just pours on a slew of more disappointment in the process.
So young Mike Hoban has missed his shot at $1 million. The good news is, though, he doesn't win money, doesn't become a pro, and his college scholarship hopes stay alive. He'll go back to be the post-up player for his junior varsity team.
After the
imagine going back to school playing basketball, people roasting like, hey, yo, you missed the shot, right?
Shot, Sager interviews
I'll be sick.
The kid, where he has the bright idea of just asking for one more shot.
I wasn't really in that zone I wanted to be in. But
okay, conspiracy. Well,
but you know,
why would they even give you a second shot just because you asked, though?
One more shot. You would like one more shot, wouldn't you? Man, I would love another shot.
Yo, listen, the CEOs, they're up there like, you better not. All right, we got through one. We not gonna do it again. Cause look, there's only 2 outcomes, and they're both bad. He misses again. And now it's like, oh, look, they just giving out second chances. He makes it. Now you in a whole $1 million. Yeah, your ratings are gonna boost, but enough to cover that $1 million though.
You'd like one more shot, wouldn't you? Mike never got another shot. 4 contestants, $1 million on the line for 1 3-pointer and 0 winners. And looking back on these contests, it's pretty remarkable that no one hit their $1 million shot, because countless fans and contestants
4 shots, 0 for 4 from 3 from non-professional athletes. I think that's pretty on par.
Have hit much more difficult shots for far less money. We've all seen these contests unfold in person. A fan gets randomly chosen out of the stands to come down and try to hit a half-court shot. The prize money, nowhere near $1 million.
Of course.
Usually the prize is $10,000 or maybe $20,000 or a car. This Mavericks fan hit a layup, a free throw, a 3-pointer, and a half-court shot in sequence without missing. An anomaly of events in this context.
And he probably won like 15,000.
His reward for the incredible feat, $3,000 worth of gift cards to
There's no way. They got to fight me after that, bro. We got to square up.
a local furniture store. But it gets worse, because at a Mavs game a few years later, this woman was put to the task of sinking a half-court shot. She's rocking the dirt gear, she's feeling good, beautiful form, and drills the shot. Nothing but net.
Over the line.
What was her prize for pulling this off?
$5,000.
You ask?
Mark Cuban, don't let us down. All right.
A 65-inch flat screen.
Yeah, they're wilding. They're wilding.
TV. Absolutely appalling. This guy managed to drill a half-court shot at a Blazers game years ago and won round-trip tickets to anywhere of his choice. A pretty unlikely
yeah, until they tell you, like, anywhere of your choice within the state you live in.
Shot from the guy, but far from impossible. What is impossible, however, is the fact that another fan hit the same exact shot 30 seconds later.
Oh,
it's
wow.
clear that some people actually make these shots. So what would happen if someone...
People started practicing them. They at home like, okay, I'm going to hit that half-court shot. Ying, ying, okay. All you got to do is get the just. It's really like, it's skill, but you only need enough skill to get close. All right.
Actually did hit $1 million shot. What if instead of shelling out some gift cards or a flat screen TV, a team had to actually hand over a 7-figure check to one lucky fan? It's April 14th, 1993. The Bulls are facing the Heat in Chicago. The Bulls are on a roll coming into the matchup on a 3-game win streak. By halftime, Chicago is up by 14. Jordan is killing the Heat, 22 points in the first half. It's a great time for home fans as usual. But the real spectacle is about to take place. Throughout the 93 season, the Bulls hosted a promotion for their fans. Among the 18,000 fans in attendance for any given home game, one lucky individual would be chosen to shoot a 3/4 court shot to win $1 million.
All right, let's task once-in-a-lifetime shot. According to American Hole-in-One Incorporation, assessment isn't too far. With cash prize of $1 million, likelihood of fan hitting a 3/4 shot is slim. I'm just trying to see the estimated probability of a fan hitting a 75-foot shot less than 1%. Of course, it's less than 1%.
At the time,
but like, you let a couple of them add up.
And to this day even, $1 million cash prize for such an event is unheard of. But the odds of such a shot going in are so astronomically unlikely that the Bulls and the insurance company that would be responsible...
Oh, no, that kid's cooking. What?
...for paying...
I would have had to get paid at least $20 million to make that shot, bro.
...out the prize money, felt comfortable running the event anyways. Leading up to that Heat matchup, 19 lucky...
Like, okay, he stepped over the line. He's clearly over the line.
His money.
Clearly over the line.
Unlikely that the Bulls and the insurance company that would be responsible for paying out the prize...
Look, clearly over the line with that front foot.
...money, felt comfortable running the event anyways. Leading up
now, do you disqualify him for that, or do you not?
To that Heat matchup, 19 lucky fans had attempted the halftime $1 million shot. Of the 19, 2 hit the backboard, 16 were air balls, and just 1 even hit the rim. An estimate of a fan chosen at random hitting this shot, less than 1%.
Of course.
And so a member of the Bulls organization went into the crowd and selected a 23-year-old local by the name of Don Calhoun.
Okay.
The reason for selecting him? His shoes wouldn't scuff up the floor. Hopeful, but understanding the slim odds that he faced, Don walked...
Hey, listen, my man had them like mics on, boy.
...down to the court and prepared to take his shot. A fun halftime gimmick, something to keep the fans involved. They just slapped $1 million on there to get everyone excited, but no one will ever hit the shot anyways. Chris Hammond, vice president of SCA Promotions,
he could have Steph Curry out there and still...
a leader in the promotional contest industry, looks back on the shot saying, "The perfect contest is like the most tempting carnival game. Just feasible enough to make people think they can do it while
making it extremely difficult. Like, hey, listen, I was at Six Flags hitting a little basketball thing every year. All right. That's what I did with my birthday money. I went to Six Flags, won me a basketball, and we was hooping with the Six Flags basketball. Wasn't no Wilsons, no Evolution, none of that.
Well, actually,
we had basketballs with an animal on it.
Being extremely difficult. You could have Steph Curry out there and still make money. Well, Mr. Hammond, it's time to pay up.
Yo, they don't give me $1 million. I'm running in the players' pockets, bro. I got to.
That young man being hugged has just won $1 million here at Chicago Stadium. And for Don Calhoun of Bloomington, Illinois, a $1 million thrill.
In what is possibly the most inconceivable occurrence to ever happen on an NBA court, Don Calhoun drilled an 80-foot shot for $1 million. The whole place goes nuts. For a moment, it's like Don is part of this Bulls team and they just won another championship. Even the ref of the game comes over to congratulate him. The man just did the impossible $1 million. That's
crazy.
more than half the guys on this roster made that year. And with the job complete, Don heads over to snap a photo with the check in one hand and the game ball in the other. He did it. At least that's what he thought.
Bro, imagine like you go viral on the news. You're winning $1 million. You got your family calling you from everywhere. Oh my God, I seen you on the news. You got $1 million. You know, well, my car.
See, these promotions are combed through meticulously by some of the best lawyers money can buy. The rules and restrictions are tight. Break one of them and you can kiss those winnings goodbye.
Watch, they're gonna say like you had to shoot with 2 hands or something.
Don Calhoun broke one of the rules.
He threw the ball. He didn't shoot the ball.
Not intentionally or anything, but among the stipulations of this promotion, one of them states that the contestant could not have played organized basketball within 5 years of the contest.
That's crazy. That's crazy. But y'all picked me. I didn't know the rules. You knew the rules, and you let me play the game.
3 years prior to this contest, Don was a member of the Triton community basketball team. The contest people knew this. Don acknowledged this by marking the information on the contest form. But the contest people shrugged it off and gave him the shot.
Oh, nah. See, that's y'all's fault. Y'all got to pay me. Okay? Y'all, I told y'all I played the game. Y'all still picked me. We got to run it.
Anyways, the insurance people, however, did not. To them, it was a clear breach of the rules. Don should have never been selected in the first place. And so the insurance company of the event disqualified Don out of his shot and out of his $1 million. When news broke that the now local legend would not be receiving his money, fans were livid. As reports on the event grew, fan outrage grew with it. And within a week, the Bulls organization was under so much local pressure that they held a press conference announcing that they actually had a change of heart and they would pay up.
They lied. They lied. Because all you got to do is put this PR statement out once, and then like it nerfs it a little bit and people will stop looking to the next big thing hit.
Very strange and inexplicable decision considering their stance just a few days prior. Don's $1 million split into 20 payments over the next 20 years. His first check for $50,000 was sent out that week. Technically, rules were broken, but Don was getting paid and he had no idea how or why.
Yeah, that's fire though. He got his money.
A year after his miraculous shot, Don heard that Michael Jordan would be in the area for one of his son's basketball games. A perfect opportunity for Don to get his $1 million game ball signed. So Don pulled up to the game in search of Michael, but with security flocking the NBA star, no fans were getting anywhere near him. But Don wasn't just an ordinary fan. He's the guy who hit the $1 million shot. Jordan recognized him in the stands and had security bring him over after the game.
Oh, wow, that's
with his ball in hand, hoping to get an autograph, Don approached Michael, but MJ didn't call him over to give him an autograph. Instead,
he gave him a job.
He had to ask Don a question. Did you get your money? A year after the Bulls had their change of heart and decided to pay him his money, Don finally got an answer why. Turns out the insurance company wasn't the one who paid Don. They never intended to. After hearing about what the insurance company was trying to pull, Michael Jordan, along with other players on the Bulls, told ownership they needed to pay up. And so the organization did.
Hey, Michael Jordan put that pressure on them boys. Hey, listen, the legacy grows, man. Hey.
Out of their own pockets. Legally, the parties involved were within their rights to void the payments altogether, but Michael felt like what they were doing wasn't right. And so he made it right. If it wasn't for Michael approaching ownership and demanding they pay Don his money, he would have never seen a cent of that $1 million. So turns out that...
And I would have been showing up every year. All right, got my $50K this year. Next year they miss a payment by 3 days. I'm going to give them 3 days. Hey, Bulls, y'all going to finish them payments? Appreciate you.
Even if it was for a brief moment, Don Calhoun was a part of the Bulls. Seeking nothing in return, Michael and the rest of the players looked out for Don. Oh, and that autograph Don wanted, a couple weeks later, he got that too.
That's fire.
So what happens if someone actually makes one of those inconceivable $1 million shots?
Yo, I'm at the front door till they give me my money.
Well, one way or another, they get paid.
Nah, this was fire video. We gotta watch more of these. This was tough.
So when the metal hit his mug, he just sunk in place. 100K Holla, chillin' Bahamas. Come home to your crib and throw in your mama.